Hello, Abigail here with the Tarotscopes for Virgo season, Capricorn sun, moon, and rising. All right, my Capricorns, breaking news. It's eclipse season, and with eclipse season comes a lot of chaos and intense energies. We're not here to fearmonger, just a reminder that the energy tends to kick up a couple notches and move really quickly, especially in the 2 weeks between eclipses. I do have a companion video to this for Virgo season. It shall be linked below. Um, but this is a reading to really focus on kind of like what the vibes are specifically for people with heavy Capricorn placements or just a Capricorn placement. So yeah, let's get into it. We start off with the King of Cups. Very nice. I also think this is a nice reminder that at the very tail end of the season, right before Libra season, we get your exalted ruler in Scorpio, and it's going to make you feel really happy. And also, your other ruler is going into Pisces. So you're going to have this kind of double water rulership going on. It's a lot of energy for kind of deep, rich understandings and interpretations and connection. Going to be very watery though. So I'm not sure a whole lot's going to get done quickly. Just FYI. But yeah, this is also an invitation with the King of Cups to really connect to your emotional side, to listen to your feelings and your needs and your desires and the stuff that really makes you feel alive and full of growth and enriched and valued and cared for, and really invest in that this eclipse season. Eclipses can often feel like a time where we need to go, 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 or we have to do something, or we need to fix something. And the truth is, we can't really do anything. The universe is at the helm, adjusting and shifting stuff. If there are situations we are in that we have not left, that the universe is like, we got to get moving, these things shall be pushed aside. So, my encouragement before the eclipses come, because we do have a couple weeks, um, is to clear the room, batten down the hatches, prepare for what's coming, get rid of what you can so that the eclipses have more wiggle room to do the real transformational work and so that you have more emotional stability and grounding. Very important. Our next card is the Knight of Pentacles. And while the Knight's not a bad card in any sense, it is going to be slow, steady, incremental change, which might be frustrating considering you just got your ruler in a fire sign and it feels like go time. But with the retrograde and with Saturn going back into Pisces, it's time to be really thoughtful about the steps forward, about what we want to do. I know you guys tend to be thoughtful, but I also know a lot of my Saturn ruled people tend to get really frustrated with time. And a part of that situation, being a Saturn ruled person, is making friends with Saturn, or at least making peace with Saturn and sitting with them as an archetype, sitting with them as a deity, maybe, and really taking a second to connect to time and effort and how that works and how you're really good at it and how sometimes you need to take a break and how you can still make progress without this desperation. You don't have to be hungry all the time for change in order for change to happen. You deserve to kind of enjoy the journey as much as anyone. And you also probably should work a little less because seems to be a theme with every single person I know with any heavy Capricorn placements. It's one of your stereotypes that really rings true. So appreciate and honor the Knight of Pentacles energy. This slow but steady wins the race. I also think while you're slow but steady winning the race, the universe is going to be launching you into the future. So be prepared for that. We do have a Nine of Wands. And I can't remember who got this one, but someone else also had the Nine of Wands. I want to say Libra. Um, but this is kind of that energy of like right before something changes, the pressure that you feel and that frenetic need for something to be different. That's the Nine of Wands. So know that the eclipses are going to feel like a bit of a precipice that you can't seem to quite leap off of. That's okay because the universe is leaping for you, which saves you a few skinned knees. But it doesn't mean that it's not frustrating. So just allow yourself to be and exist and be frustrated and be angry at the way things are, while also knowing that the universe and the energy is shifting and changing, and the work that you've put in is making a difference, even if it doesn't seem like it. The stuff that you do matters and has value, whether you're quite aware of it or not. And then we have our very lovely strength card, which I know y'all hate to see this coming because I'm always like, strength, also fortitude, also endurance. It is, but I do feel that since we came out of the strength year last year, we're kind of moving into more of an energy of flexing that fortitude and that endurance that we've kind of been building over the past little bit. It's no longer just surviving to survive. We are surviving to find a way to exist in power, to have our own way, to get what we want. The strength card does feel really tied to our lovely King of Cups. This kind of rooting deep down and pulling up this power that we don't know we have, and that is supported by the universe, so it's not exhausting us all the time, and being able to step out and say, no, this is mine. I also wonder, Capricorn risings, with your lovely ninth house, third house axis, which is where we're at, how are you learning and changing and growing into your power, into your sense of self, into seizing the moment and believing in who you are and feeling good about the flexes you can make? And I really do encourage you to flex. There is no harm or shame in being good at something and knowing it. The only people that shouldn't do that are people who aren't good at something, know it, and still insist that everyone think they're great at it because they're insecure. That's not how Capricorn risings work, or Capricorn suns, or Capricorn moons, or Capricorn stelliums, unless they got big Delulu energy somewhere else. So really believe and trust in your power and strength this season. Really have faith in who you are and the work you've done and the power you've created and the authority that you have attained through your efforts and your knowledge. And then last, but definitely not least, the Fool. I know it doesn't feel like things are moving quickly. They're not, kind of. But we do have the Fool. Uranus is going to station retrograde in this month. But we are in this big, massive, energetic moment of shift and change. And the Fool is here to offer support and that little push to get us out the door. Do I think this is probably going to happen once we're on the other side of the final eclipse in Virgo season, which is literally the day we go into Libra season? Yes. But I think there is a really big kind of upward trajectory towards Libra season and towards the change that you are going to find in your fellow cardinal sign month. So if it starts to feel a little mucky and miry down in the middle of eclipse season, know that you're heading towards a breath of fresh air, quite literally, because Libra is an air sign. And that even if you can't see it in this moment, even if it feels very Nine of Wandsy and very kind of things aren't moving, know that change is coming. Change is just around the corner. Change is probably already happening. You're just kind of stuck on like one issue that's really getting in your way and kind of blocking things. But the minute that issue is gone, you're going to be able to move forward swiftly and efficiently and beautifully and really claim your power and strength and the things that you deserve on the other side. Is the rest of 2026 still, well, 2025, sorry, leaping ahead. 2025 is still a bit tenuous, yes, because we have all these transitions. And so is the beginning of 2026. But on the other side of getting all the major planets into their fresh new signs, you're going to find a lot of traction and ability to find shift and change. And I know a lot of you are groaning because you're like, Abigail, that's so much time. Remind you that it's not so much time in the grand scheme of your life. Me included, so many of my clients are so frustrated with time. The truth is that good things take time, that sometimes we are not ready for things. And in this eclipse season, I think that's something we have to sit with, is are we truly ready for the change that we desire? And if we are, great, buckle up. But if you're not, sit with what you can do to prepare yourself for those changes, to prepare yourself for a life that is different and better and more fulfilling than this one. That is a part of the manifestation process. Anyways, my loves, that is all I have for you for this Virgo season Tarotscope. You can always DM me questions or put a comment below. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy this, and I'll see you in a different space sometime.